Now, it wasn't this corner of the end zone in Ford Field in Detroit right at Christmas time last year that unfortunately Quinshad Davis had an injury issue. It was on the other side, but we're here in the corner of the end zone in Kenan Stadium. And Quinshad, that was such a just difficult moment to watch. I can't even imagine what it was like being in it. When you think back at that moment and just what was going through your mind and kind of how did all that play out for you?
Well, it was the fourth quarter, and coach was like, Q, go ahead, get in. We're going to try to go ahead and break the record, So it was just a little simple fade route, fade pattern. And he threw it high, so I was going to have to jump to catch the ball. And I jumped and came down, and I felt something weird. Felt like the dude had kicked me, the DB had kicked me, but it started burning. I'm like, well, I'll be all right. Try to hop up, and I fell back down. I knew something was wrong then, So I was like, I can't get up. The doc just came out. I'm like, Doc, is it broke? He's like, they try to sugarcoat it at first and stuff. And I was like, nah, Doc, just tell me if it's broken. He was like, well, yeah, this Quinshad is broke, but you'll be all right. I was like, all right, we're fine. So immediately I thought about like, what's next? Q, you gotta have rehab, you gotta have surgery. Like, how are you gonna bounce back from this? Pretty much, yeah.
What were the next couple of months like for you? Because, that was not a quick rehab for you, obviously.
Well, with family and friends and, coaches and teammates, they made it a lot easier for me because it was tough at first, not being out there with your teammates, not grinding with your teammates, missing the whole spring and seeing the boys get better and you can't do nothing about it. You can't get better with them. Yep. So it was kind of tough, but having those people by my side, it was a lot easier.
And then I think I have this right. You were just about to be cleared and ready to go, and then you had something else happen, an emergency appendectomy. Is that right?
Yeah, I had appendicitis, but I had to take out my appendix. The stomach was hurting really bad, and I went to the emergency room. I had appendicitis, and they took out my appendix, so I had to wait another 3 or 4 weeks before I could start back with the team. And then it was about time for camp, so all this stuff just piling up, and I'm like, Q, gosh. When are you gonna be healthy? When are you gonna be 100% again? Yeah. So.
No appendix, but a fixed leg. He's ready to go for the season. That's good to know. All right, you mentioned when we were talking about the injury, getting the record. That's of course the touchdown record. Right now, you need just one touchdown to set that record. Quinshad only needs 31 total catches to be the all-time receptions leader as well at Carolina. Do you even think about those things and kind of what it would be like if you're able to get them?
To be honest, I don't. I have to because people bring it up a lot.
Sure.
So I think it would be awesome, to have the record here and be one of the top receivers to come to the University of North Carolina. So, that's a blessing in itself. But I'm more of a team guy, I'm more of a win and awards later.
Let's walk a little bit just on this field. You've obviously done a lot on this field. This is going to be your last season here. When you're out here kind of looking around, and I know it's still several weeks from senior day, but does it you start thinking about just kind of all the things you've done here?
Yeah, man. Being here 4 years, out here just reminiscing on all the plays I made, all the games we won, Geo punt return. It's an amazing feeling. And it's kind of crazy to know, like, this is my last year here at Carolina. It's a bittersweet moment, but I've enjoyed my time here, and it's been a blessing for me.
This feels like it could be a pretty explosive year for the Carolina offense. Yourself, Bug Howard, Ryan Switzer, Mac Hollins, T.J. Logan. You go on and on. Do you guys have kind of that feeling right now? Has it been that kind of camp?
Of course. We know the talent that we have. We know the ability that we have. We just gotta know. We just gotta buy in, and I feel like everybody has. Yep. We respect our coaches and the plays they call, and we know they got our best interest at heart. So I feel like this could be one of the biggest years in a while for Carolina's offense, and hopefully we can live up to the hype.
Last thing, Quinshad, before we let you go, the end of last year obviously didn't end the way you guys wanted on the field with the results, and there was just it didn't seem like a real good feeling around Carolina football at the end. How did you guys put that to bed, if you will, and take a step forward?
Well, of course, defense got a new coordinator, and they bought into his, ways, and they got excited about it. And we was excited to see them excited.
Yeah.
So, you know, we worked hard together, and we know, like I said, we know the talent we have, and we just want to live up to the hype this year. We tired of losing.
All right, let me have that football. You only need one more of these, so let me unofficially go ahead and break. I'm not sure I can do it. I'll just go right here from the 3. There we go. It's not the official record, but it's coming soon enough. Maybe the first game, maybe the second, but you know
Hopefully
it's coming.
the first.
Hopefully the first. First quarter, first game. Let's make it
Exactly.
happen. Here on the field in Kenan with Quinshad Davis.